What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below right there. While you're at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button. It is an easy and free way to help support your girl's channel. Okay, we're trying to grow over here, honey. Say it with me. Grow. Okay. Okay, so I have my girls in the building. I have my favorite diva, Nita the Diva. What's up, girl?
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, hello.
Glad to
Thanks
be
for
here.
joining me. Thanks for coming. And I got my girl Moochie in the building.
Ew.
Put the
Put the
hammer
hammer up, y'all. It's Friday night. We're gonna have fun and we're gonna talk about these topics and get it popping, y'all. Let's get it in. All
Let's
right.
turn it up.
I sound like the hype person, right?
Hey, I need a hype person. I need a hype person. Yes. So there are there are some things to talk about, and I can't wait to hear y'all's opinions about everything. Let's see a few y'all coming on in. All right, y'all, pour on in, pour on in. Let's see who's here. We got Daria.
We need to share.
Hello. We got Tiffany. We got Kelvin, Joshua. LSW, what's up? What's up? Thank you guys for joining on this Friday evening. So we're gonna hop into it, you guys. So I'm gonna start with my first topic. Okay, we're gonna be talking about Terrence Howard and how he plans to retire. Okay, so let's see. During a recent red carpet appearance in LA for the premiere of his latest project, The Best Man, The Final Chapters, Terrence Howard revealed that retirement is actually in his near future. He said, "This is the end for me. I don't know if it's the end for the rest of them." I guess he means the cast. He continued, "I retired 2 years ago. For the most part, I was done. I asked Sidney Poitier 10 years ago, does he want to do any more work? And he said, why would I spend my last 10 years doing an impersonation of myself? And that's what I've gotten to do." So during the interview, he continued and elaborated on why he's retiring. He says, "I've gotten to the point where now I've given the very best that I have as an actor. Now I'm enjoying watching other new talent come around, and I don't want to do an impersonation of myself." What do y'all think about him retiring? I mean, he's been in the game for, gosh, 30 years. He's one of my favorite actors. I really enjoy his work. What do you think about him, kind of wanting to suddenly, maybe not suddenly, because it seems like he's thought about it for a little while. What are your thoughts on him retiring? Will you miss him?
That's interesting. Like I didn't think I was when you read the story, I was just like, oh, I hadn't heard about it. So I was just like, retire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of his body of work. I think it's decent. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing that I'm thinking about with black actors is that they don't make the same amount of money as white actors. So even though you've seen him in a lot of films, it does not mean he has amassed the wealth that
Mm-hmm.
the white counterpart has done. But if he's made investments and he is super secure in what he's doing and he wants to retire, baby, go ahead. Life is about living and it's not always about working. You can put the work in, but at some point you have to live. I think life is about living. So if
Mm.
if he wants to do it, if the nest egg is good, then get it.
Good point. A good point. What do you think, Moochie?
What I think with this, I heard it before. Didn't he say this before? He
He
said this
did.
before. I
He
feel like
mentioned this like near
I
the
feel like
end
this
of
is an instant
Empire.
replay.
Yeah, near the end of Empire, he briefly mentioned that he would be retiring, but I don't know if it really happened. Um, that was in like 2019. But since then, he's appeared in like 4 films, and reportedly has 3 more projects that are going to happen, that are
Well, they
currently
must
in
be paying
post.
him a pretty penny.
Yeah, they say he has 3 more projects that are currently in post production. So they've already filmed it, wrapped it up. So we're probably going to see his face a little bit more in the coming, year or so until he fizzles out. What do y'all think about Terrence Howard as a whole? Like his acting? Are you a fan of his work?
Of course, he
Um,
has a long resume.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got to look at it. He's been the first thing I remember him from is the Jackson American Dream,
Me
Jackson's Family
too.
American Dream. So I remember him from that. So now that was years ago. I know you was a little girl.
I was a little
Look,
girl.
I was a grown person trying to be grown. Anyway, look, I need to sit my tail down because I
Girl,
ain't
all
grown.
of
You know what I mean? But I am grown. She don't know what she's doing. But anywho, he's been doing a lot of movies. You know, his resume is full. He
Mhm.
won Grammys. Who knows? He might be one of those people that go behind the scenes and we find out he's a director or something like that. So
Ooh,
maybe this
that
might be a good look. This might be a good look.
It might be.
it might be a good
I
look.
don't know what
It
y'all
might
think,
be.
Chad.
Are y'all excited to see the new The Best Man, the final chapters? Will y'all be watching that?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And reviewing. I will be reviewing it. I'm
Oh,
doing
okay.
a collaboration with somebody.
Okay.
hey, Mo, why don't you go to the chat and see what they saying in there? Because
Yes. And
Monique
I
is
feel like
now way. She got a good comment.
that's
She said, to
me.
be
That's
honest, I forgot about Terrence Howard. It's like out of sight, out of mind.
that's how
Okay.
I feel. Yeah.
Really?
I forgot
So
about
you
I,
him.
sound like
I can
Janet. What
take
have
it
you
with
done for
humor.
me
I can take it
lately?
with humor.
Nita sound like Janet down there. Miss Nancy, what have you done for me lately?
Right. I'm like, I can take it with humor.
I know you made a whole bunch of movies. I know you was on Empire, but what have you done for me lately?
Exactly. But he might be about to show us though. You said he got like 7 projects in the works. So
Yeah, so look, he might be, stacking his change, cha-ching, and he might have his hand he might be behind the scenes, and maybe he just don't want to do it no more. He want to just, direct and stuff like that. Hopefully we see him on that end.
Yeah, I would like that.
Right. You like
Yeah.
that? No, I was saying I think that Empire thing kind of put a bad taste in people's mouths.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he wanted to kind of lay low, let that die down, and then maybe jump into something, a little bit. Because I don't know, it was just so much controversy surrounding it, and everybody had their opinions about it. And so yeah.
That's a good point. It
Right.
is kind of out of sight,
And
out
the
of mind.
pandemic too. So
That too. That too. It is kind of out of sight, out of mind. Because I forgot. I mean, we're only talking about him because he's doing press for The Best Man. So if it wasn't for that, we would be not talking about him.
not at all.
So moving on to his co-star, Nia Long. Let's see, y'all. According to new reports, Nia Long's relationship with Ime Udoka has come to an end after 13 years together. An insider close to the former couple has shared the situation is unfortunate and painful, but Nia is focusing on her children and rebuilding her life. A rep for the You People actress confirmed they are no longer together, but remain fully committed to co parenting their son. Now, we all know what happened. He was caught cheating with a staffer at the school that he coached at, and he basically got fired. It blew up in his face, and Nia was embarrassed, in front of the entire world. What do you think about her ending the relationship? Did you think she would leave, or did you think she would stay? Are you surprised? Do you agree? We'll start with you, Moochie.
I think if she wasn't publicly humiliated, she
Mhm.
wouldn't have left.
Exactly.
I think she left because she was publicly humiliated.
Mm.
Come on.
Yes.
Everybody knows your husband's throwing his, or not your husband, your baby, your baby's father is just throwing himself around, handing his stuff out to everybody, and she looks wow. You embarrassed her, and then for her, you know what? How she feels like the insult to injury is no one from the Celtics reached out to her. She was blindsided by the whole thing. She didn't
Yeah.
get a heads up.
No heads up.
And then the person that's suffering from this the most
It's the
is
kids.
her son. Her son is probably going to school and probably being ridiculed. We don't know what's going on. She said she had to pull him out of school
Yeah.
when the story broke because she knew it was going to get crazy. And then I saw that when I seen that she got her apartment, I said, oh, she done with this mother father. Okay? That's all I got to say about that.
What about you?
I sound like Forrest Gump, right? And that's all I have to say about that. Anywho.
Oh my gosh, you are on one.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make you feel good. You told me you felt down. I've been feeling down.
Yes.
It's Friday night. Let's have fun.
Let's have
fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, I pretty much feel the same as Moochie. I feel like as long as it's not a public humiliation, especially with someone who is grown, and Nia Long is 50 plus. She is a big age. So, you know, when she kept her silence for so long, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, what's she gonna do? But at the end of the day, I was so glad that she ended up making that decision. First of all, I'm trying to figure out how you're engaged to somebody for 12 plus years. Make sense to me. So it already seemed like there might have been some red flags going on.
Red flags. It probably was
fire. You know what I'm saying?
Neither. It probably was somebody like, you know how they do the plane signals with the red flags with that shit. She saw all of that.
Exactly. And so I'm just like,
for somebody to be engaged that long, you said 12 years?
12 years.
Yep.
That's red flags where they like, girl, don't do it. Well, don't marry him. He's a good boyfriend, but a horrible husband.
Girl. and for me, I feel like she probably was doing it for the son. You know,
of course, everyone wants their family to work.
And that's just what it was. And then when you see you can't protect your child from the implosion that he caused, then what the hell are we doing here? So now I need to go take my stuff and my belongings, take care of me, take care of my son, and like all most single mothers have to end up doing anyway. So that's that on that.
I just wonder, I feel like, I don't know, because 12 years, 13 years is a long time. Like, who's engaged for that long? Like, that's
some marriages don't even last that long.
Chrissy, with Jim Jones and Chrissy.
Ooh, that's fact.
That's one.
That's one couple.
Let me see if I can think of a couple of other ones, but that's just one just off the top of the dome.
On top of your head, and then Oprah.
They've been engaged for 15 years. And she proposed to him. Dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Which I'm against that shit. Don't you ever do that.
Oh no. I mean, I'm sorry, Nicole. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My bad. That was my subconscious talking, okay?
It's okay. That cracked me up, if anything. But
I'm just saying if the flags was there.
The flag, I feel like
married that long 13. I mean, engaged for 13 years. That's like a marriage to me.
That is
common law in some states.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And he was like, he just messed with the wrong girl.
I think there's definitely a reason why she didn't marry him yet. Maybe she sensed impending embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have left.
What would y'all do in this situation?
What?
First of all,
Well,
there's
now
no
you gotta
shame
say, what would
in
you
being
do in this situation? Are you going from the blind side? It's you got to be real specific with your question, hon. Are you talking about
What?
how would you handle the blind side, or are you talking about being together with that person all these years and
Oh,
not
yeah, yeah,
being?
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
which
talking
question?
about I'm talking about if you were in Nia Long's position and
right
this
now
happened to you publicly, would you how would you handle it, do you think? Would
after
you
being
I
engaged for 13 years.
yeah.
I would have to cut my losses and move on
Okay.
because he's never gonna change.
Yeah.
And she saw the signs, but she chose to ignore it. Or like some women, including myself, at one time when I was a young person, you think you could change the person if you behave a certain way.
Mm.
Okay,
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Damn, that's true. That's real life.
You think if I behave this way, this person won't do X, Y, Z, and she probably it probably was working for a while, but a leopard don't change their spots.
No, 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 no.
Anywho, look,
And
I
I,
told y'all. You said
definitely,
you was feeling down. You want to have fun. I'm trying to make you know.
You are definitely making us have fun. I
All right.
appreciate you.
yeah, I definitely would leave. I don't even know if I would be warming and sitting on the pot that long. That's just me. I'm quite sorry. So, yeah, I don't know, but like, no, it would have.
Hey,
It
do
would
y'all know who
the day that
she
the news hit.
got anybody?
Y'all would have got the press release talking about I'm out. That's
That's it.
that's what it would have been.
I'll just say it like this. She's Nia Long. She could get
Do you
anybody.
know who the hell I am?
Yeah. So if I was, I'll be saying like, no, I don't care if I am a middle-aged woman. Do you know who I am? Do
Exactly.
you know what I'm capable
I
of?
got
Do you know what I'm bringing to the table?
rap songs made about me, baby.
Exactly.
I'm gonna need you to realize.
I know that's right. You guys, we have another special guest. I was not sure if they were gonna make it, but he pulled through for your girl. Everybody say hello to
What up, Jay?
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
woo,
How
woo, woo,
y'all
woo,
ladies
woo,
doing
woo.
Oh, this
tonight?
is a good topic for you.
Mhm. Now, we need a male's point of view. So
Uh-huh.
ask him that last question, and I
Oh,
want to hear Jay's answer.
okay. Now, Jay, we're talking about Nia Long and what's his name? Ime Udoka. I was
Yeah.
like Udoka. That's
Yeah.
his
Pretty much Udoka, but you got it.
Udoka.
Right. We know who you mean.
Yes. So we were talking about that, the fact that she, ended their relationship after 13 years and all that good stuff. If you were in that position, right? If you were cheated on publicly the way it happened to her, blindsided, all that stuff, how do you think you would handle it?
I'm surprised it took so long. I thought she would have got rid of him sooner, to be honest, especially the way things go today. That's embarrassing for her as a public figure, and
Mm-hmm.
she really more famous than he is. I mean, he wasn't a famous player.
No, right.
You know what I mean? He was a bench player his whole career, and not to diss him, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, that's embarrassing for her. And I agree with what she said about how the Boston Celtics didn't look out for her. They supposed to be protecting women and did all this stuff for the other lady. They didn't do nothing for her. Didn't even reach out to her to this day. So yeah, it's just sad because they got a child. I think is what 11 years old and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all his business out in the streets. Kids is me. At least he was
Yeah.
mean kids. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what kids today may be, but he would have said something. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's that on that. So we're gonna move on to our next topic, Brittany Griner. So Brittany Griner was released
My alarm was going off. I'm
This is
sorry.
a hot
I
topic.
bet you it was. That
Yeah,
sounded
this
like
is
something else.
This is a hot topic.
You say that all the
okay.
time.
That sounded like the
So
hotline.
according to reports, Brittany Griner was released on Thursday in a 1-for-1 prisoner swap for international arms dealer Victor Bout. The 1-for-1 exchange agreement negotiated with Moscow in recent weeks was given final approval by President Biden within just the last week. Um, President Biden confirmed Griner's release early Thursday morning via Twitter. He said moments ago, I spoke to Brittany Griner. She is safe. She's on a plane and she's on her way home. Since this has been released, there has been a lot of dialogue on social media. There's been debates. Everyone's had a different opinion. Some people are happy that she's coming home. Some people think the trade was a bad idea. It's been so many different things, and also from our own people. Our own people have a lot of different opinions and things like that to say. We also have Trump coming out talking crap about it. We have Candace Owens saying ignorant shit about it. I mean, everybody has something to say. So this is a hot topic, and this is a more of a controversial topic. So I want to pick y'all's brains and see what y'all think about this situation and how it was handled, how long it took, all that good stuff. So we are going to start with you, Jay. What are your thoughts on really just the whole thing? We've seen this play out for the last how many, like 10 months now, almost a year. What are your thoughts collectively?
I mean, I get it. It's a lot going on. Hold on, my mic. I'm having a mic problem right quick.
Okay.
Yeah, you
You
fine.
want me to go to,
Jay.
okay.
Just
Want me
come back to me. I don't want to hold you up. Give
Okay.
me a second.
Uh-huh. Nita, what are your thoughts? We'll go to you, honey. What are your thoughts collectively on the whole thing?
My thoughts about it is that I understand that this man is an arms dealer. There was a movie about him. Nicolas Cage starred as him. What is it? War
I
Death.
wasn't sure that was the same guy. Can y'all hear me now?
It's
Okay.
the same guy.
That was a good movie too.
What's the name of the movie, Nita?
I think it's called War of Death or Death of
Lord
Lord of War. Lord of War.
Lord of War.
Yeah.
And Nicolas Cage played in it. I think it came out in 2009 or something like that.
2005.
Oh,
2005.
well, that was a long time ago.
Ooh, it has some good people in it. Ethan Hawke, I'm a fan of his.
What's it called? Lord of
movie
what?
is good.
Lord of War.
The way the movie is it's got narration.
It was a great
While
movie.
stuff is going on, he narrates and breaks down how this is done, how much that costs, what's this, what's that.
Yeah, so he tells it like he's talking to us.
Yeah. Basically trying to explain it. And but my whole thing is that we already know that guns is a huge problem all across the globe. One person ain't gonna stop. No, he been locked up for how long?
I think
And
already.
we're having mass.
He was locked up maybe 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
We're having mass shootings every other day. Like, I mean, it's just like, what do you like? It does not matter. It doesn't matter. For one arms dealer, you get 25, 100 more. Like that. And then I didn't want Brittany to come home and hear this discourse and make her life feel like her life ain't worth this man's life. Cause no, we're both lives. Like, it is so ugly when y'all know the state of the community, the society, not just the community, the society at large, that we are dealing with a guns problem, and then y'all think that, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And all it always just really boils down to me is misogyny and the hatred of women. And and there's no good thing, because you can't justify, oh yeah, he's all of this and he's all of that. But who cares? They still doing it anyway. It's still being done. What is the consequence? Like, it's still happening. And so that's like kind of like the hill I'm going down on. I'm glad that she's released. I hope that she wasn't tortured too much and she's able to put her life together and heal. I bet this is the best Christmas present her and her family has ever gotten in their life. And shout out to the Biden administration for getting it done.
Yep.
Man.
Because baby, if it was the GOP, they would not. Her ass would be over there for 9 years. Like, if it was a different administration, let's just say that.
Good. Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
Yeah.
I got mixed feelings about it.
Okay.
You can go ahead, Moochie. Go ahead. I will.
Okay. No, you're next. Go ahead. You got it. I'll come on after.
Go ahead. You got.
Okay. Well, I have mixed feelings about it for the simple fact is that we're not aware of the ramifications that can happen behind this. You basically, they're at war with Ukraine. Ukraine got their knee on their neck. You understand? Now y'all gave them LeBron James of arms dealers. I'm just saying.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Y'all not. People's not thinking about long-term issues. And y'all giving them somebody that's a real killer that's giving anybody guns, mercenaries, hate groups.
You saw the movie?
Anything. I didn't see the movie, but it's just common sense. If you sit there and think about stuff, and that's why they took so long to come to this decision, because they wanted both to trade both of them, but they was like, no deal. And do I think he should have held out a little longer and came back to the table? Yes, I do. Am I glad that Brittany is home? Yes, I am. Right. But we are literally waiting for the other shoe to drop. And it could get real ugly.
We always are.
Exactly.
We're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. It doesn't matter whether it's him or anybody else. Anybody else can pick up the mantle and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whenever there's a position, there's always someone in the wings waiting to do it.
Y'all preaching tonight, baby.
I disagree. I disagree with Trump saying he would have left her there because Trump is Vladimir Putin's. You know, he would have traded. He would have y'all. If you want to sit there and believe that Orange Man would have did what he's saying he would have did, I call BS on it. I call BS on it because they probably wouldn't have even been helping out the Ukraine if Donald Trump would have got in office. I'm just gonna say that. Keep in mind, this was this man's he was his boy.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, I mean it's bad all the way around. It's like it's no like good way to kind of put it, but you know, I'm just saying.
No, it's definitely a multifaceted different situation. So it's different angles to it. It's definitely not black and white. So I definitely see where Moochie's coming from as well, you know.
I do too. I was of two ways because I think we discussed this on your channel when it first came up.
Yeah.
And I think me, Brillo, and Moochie, we all said, well, I don't know. I think the greater good is to not give the arms dealer up for her. We said that.
Yep.
Now, I want to say I was even saying the lesser of the two evils. And that's what we've been dealing with. Well, I won't say her as the pros and cons of him going back. We don't know what's going to come of this. You know, how many connections do you think this dude probably made in jail? Because that's what usually happens when people get locked up. So, you know, we are, this is literally a Pandora's box that we're dealing with. And that's all.
Jay, why you looking crazy? Go ahead, talk.
Jay, go ahead, Jay.
This is one of the topics I was going to talk about as well tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, but one of the articles that I had is it was breaking down the scientific reason on why this happens. There's a lot of things on why maybe the public um feels certain ways, for her not being the white woman proverbial to maybe being gay and all the other things they put into it. But
Mhm.
also I think a lot of people are missing the point that she got brought home and really she's a basketball player, where some people are upset that this Marine that served the country has been there for 4 years. So that
Mhm.
means that was 2 years while Trump was there. He was locked up. Trump didn't get him out. He didn't get out, but the basketball player girl got out. But you
Mhm.
left the Marine, behind. And in the armed forces, even if they dead, you ain't supposed to leave a man behind. So some
Mhm.
people are feeling conflicted about that.
Yeah.
But why
It's
that's
a
not
lot
on
of
Trump
things.
though? The Marines should be on Trump, right?
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, presidents is funny because it may have been on him, but now he ain't there. So now it's on who's there now type of thing. You know what I mean? So it was on him for 2 years. Now people forget about that. You know what I mean? And now he's there and people look at it as Biden. But
Yeah.
the Marines family spoke and said that it was good that she came home because Russia wasn't willing to release him for the arms dealer. But the Marine was able to release a statement from prison in Russia, video, and he said that although he happy she got out, he was under the impression that he was about to be getting out as well, or that it was close to it. And so now he sees her leaving and he's stuck still in a Russian prison. So
Sucks. That is sucky.
But
that's a bad
the thing
thing, you know
is
what I
that
mean?
Trump and Putin was friends, and he still couldn't get the Marine out on the 2 years that he had.
Maybe
Exactly,
he
Mia. You
didn't
took the
maybe he
words
didn't
right out of
care.
my mouth.
Was there any
or,
pressure? Like
or maybe he didn't care enough or
He
whatever.
didn't
I
care.
mean,
They
I
probably
don't know.
wasn't even talking about
I
that because
never
he was
even
busy
heard about it.
saving all them papers to send to him. Then he took the water.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
another thing that the Marine and some people are upset about, is that, like you say, a lot of people never heard about him, but everybody heard about the basketball playing girl.
Right.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have to do that. Black women, we have to stand up for ourselves. And if you don't, then it won't happen. But
and the Marine, a white guy too. So you left a white man
that's
Marine
just it.
behind, and you
That's
got
just it.
the
You
young
got your
black
privilege. You got your
basketball
privilege.
playing
Don't let
girl.
your privilege speak for you.
Yeah, well,
Oh, I
that's,
feel bad
that's
for him
why some
too.
people
I
are
do too.
conflicted.
I do.
Yeah, that's why there's a lot of that conflict going on with people,
Yeah.
for a lot of different reasons. So I was gonna talk about that a little more in detail, but yeah,
Well, thank
it's
you.
something.
It's very layered and complicated, and it's not about black and white. It's not about man and woman. It's not about straight and gay. It's
It's
so
all
many
that rolled into one.
more to
Yeah.
that. It's a very nuanced conversation. So
And y'all all made great points. So thank y'all for your commentary on that complicated topic.
Mo,
Um,
you didn't give your thoughts.
yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with everybody, honestly. I'm happy that she's home. I'm nervous about what this means, though, long term. I feel bad for the other Marine who's still stuck there. I hate that this happened. I think it's stupid that she got 9 years. It's just the whole thing is just annoying and frustrating. But I'm very happy that she is home. Like I remember when I first read it, I felt relieved, for her because I could not imagine. Listen, we've all done stuff. I don't, we've all done stuff.
Imagine what they was
Ain't nothing worse than being in prison for a crime you didn't
and
commit.
then in a country that you're
And
not
then in
familiar
a
with.
Yeah.
okay,
You
nothing
don't
is
have
worse
no
than being in
recourse.
Like there, she did have the weed, so it's not exactly a crime, but the punishment didn't fit the
didn't
crime.
fit the crime.
Right.
And
So
she
it's the
had a
same thing.
note from the doctor, whatever, she had it was,
Well,
whatever.
she had a note from the doctor, but she's saying
Yeah,
she
but
don't
you
even
in
remember
another
putting it in
country
her bag.
because she
So
was
who's
high.
to say somebody didn't orchestrate this whole thing?
That
You said
means
because
that
she was
shit was
high.
working. Yeah, she
Now,
was high. She didn't remember putting it in the
Look,
bag. That
okay,
means that
look,
shit was
okay.
working.
Let me ask
I
y'all a
don't know
question.
about all of that.
Let me ask y'all a question for clarity. Did she have it in her luggage or in her carry-on?
I don't know the details of
'Cause I
that.
thought she had it in her carry-on.
Carry on, because the video shows them catching it. If it was her
Yeah, so it
luggage,
was
they
in her
wouldn't have had it
carry-on.
right now.
But
Yeah.
she's saying, I don't remember it being there. But
Yeah.
look,
I'm
J Boy is saying, because
everything.
I got high. So she doesn't remember because of that. Okay? I'm just saying.
Because I got,
In
I
check
was
in,
in the
not in
rubbing
carry
there,
on.
and got
let
buzzed.
me tell y'all
because I was
something.
high.
Don't ask me how I know, but baby, had she put that in her luggage, in her suitcase,
Yes,
she would have been good.
that's how it
I
gets
thought you was
through.
gonna say something else.
I don't know about all of that. She had hashish, and they ain't playing with that. It was some hashish oil.
In the
So
end
I
of the
don't know
day,
about all
man,
that.
she
Have
should
you
have
ever
got some
watched Locked Up
time.
Abroad?
I sure have. That's why I never
So
ever
when they
ever.
be like, look, I thought my mom was supposed to get me out, but she didn't, and she
Look here,
left me here
governor.
all alone. That's
Look
when
here,
I saw that, I was like, yo, I'm not playing with that. Shoot.
Right.
Look, I thought my mom was supposed
Look,
to
I can
get
do
me
that in the
out.
U.S., but anywhere
Yo,
else, no.
right. We think we got it bad here. No.
No.
I ain't never been to Europe, but I've been in, Caribbean, Central America and stuff, and that right there is enough right there for me.
yo, I was in. Listen,
got
when I
you
was
with
in.
that.
Remember when I was in Germany last year, y'all? When I was
Mhm.
coming back, when I was coming back, I get to LaGuardia Airport, right?
We're about to put you in the
Yeah,
gulag.
no. We get to customs, but
That's
it's
why
like a last
making
step
chicks
before
quit.
you walk out that door.
Girl.
And LaGuardia, the way it's set up, yo,
We
boy, I
be
saw this
sweating, right?
African dude. They was going through all this shit. They was taking like socks that was rolled up and looking. They was looking for everything.
It's like, what are
And
these?
he
We
was
know
like,
you don't wear these. Who do these
yo, they
belong
was
to?
going
God
through
damn it.
everything.
Deodorant?
They was
Really?
going through
Deodorant?
everything.
This whose is it? Huh?
Yes, they
Wow.
was looking at everything, and
Flip-flop.
dude looked mad nervous. Like, you know how you can see the finish line, and you know you almost out.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then like
Those
how
are my first pair of
what's
socks.
the
What
movie
do
with
you
Blow?
do?
The movie with
That's my first
Johnny
pair.
Depp when he did Blow, he says, I like to think about me being on a beach when I'm smuggling so I don't get stressed out. You know, he's saying all that nonsense. But yo, dude looked like he was looking at the front door like, I almost made it out of here. But look, I didn't stay too long to find out what was going on because I was being pushed,
They caught me by my flip flop. God damn it. Almost.
Yo, they be checking your shoes, all of that stuff. Cause people be making fake soles, all of that shit. So, yo, I
They
don't
peeled
know.
off one layer of his
I'm not gonna take no
they
chance bringing
peeled
no
off a
stuff
layer of
over to
his
no
foot.
other
This
country.
scab
I don't
layer
need to
they
get like
peeled
that.
off.
Would you ever?
That's just in my luggage.
Maybe I should ask this offline. Never mind. I'm gonna ask this offline.
Hell no! I like my freedom. Shit.
No, would
Right.
you ever take?
Hell no! I like my freedom.
Luggage, y'all.
Hold on. Would you ever take a gummy with you traveling?
Hell no! I like my
man.
freedom. I can find somewhere to get those.
I done took a lot of stuff with me. But this
Hell
is different
no,
times
not on no
before.
plane.
So I
Not
took
on no
stuff
plane.
before 9/11 in my shoes.
Oh, that's different.
I don't know if they got dogs and stuff like that.
And after I have, but
yeah, I didn't have nothing.
I put it in the nards. You want some of this? Come and get it, baby.
See, it's different with you.
You want some of this?
We're not gonna go into it. It's different with you. Nah, you asked me that question. No, I don't. I like my freedom.
I like my freedom too.
I saw so many episodes of Locked Up Abroad. Them jails is messed up in other countries.
Ooh-wee.
So nah, I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Hey,
I
just
mean,
for
I'm
a
only gonna go
disclaimer,
to the
I'm just
islands.
joking.
Nowhere far.
Allegedly, I was joking.
Yeah,
We know this is
no,
all
you
joke.
are joking. Not no,
It's
allegedly,
all
you are
alleged.
joking.
All
Put the banner
alleged.
down. Put the banner down.
This is all alleged.
All alleged.
Ah.
Now, once I saw locked up abroad, I can't do it. Mm-mm.
Lock up abroad had me
That's the
traumatized.
worst that it could be, boy.
Yo, and then
That make
the
you
thing
don't want to
about it with that,
blow your nose somewhere.
I'm
they be getting away with it, and then they be getting hyped, and then bam, they get caught.
gonna get caught.
Yo,
I
nope,
don't
I'm
want to
not doing
talk
it.
about it. I don't want to think about it. Like, ooh,
What's
God.
crazy is we still got more people locked up and got a bad system, but they abroad, their prisons are really underfunded. So that's really the main problem. You be
Yeah.
sitting on the floor with a bologna, not even the sandwich, just the bologna. And you got a wish sandwich. You wish it was bread for that bologna. But
Okay,
it's
so
the
you
best
you
wish
know what,
sandwich ever. I just wish it was bread with it. And some
Jay, we
some
want to
bacon.
know, Trump's opinion about Brittany Griner. So can you bring him on
Oh Lord.
to tell us
Is
what
he,
your thoughts is?
is Trump
Yo,
around?
Jay, you have
Is
so
Trump behind there somewhere?
Let me see. Is he in the building? I think he around here. Hold on. Let me tell my assistant to ring him up. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
Go get Trump, man.
Yeah, go get Trump.
You heard Tommy Lauren. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so go to the comments.
You
Read
have
Tiffany's comments. She got she's saying a whole lot, Tiffany.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to go back up to where I was last at.
She's at 946.
Yep.
She had cannabis oil. Yeah, but I thought it was hashish.
it was cannabis oil,
Okay.
from what I heard. But I mean, if that's AKA or code word for whatever you're saying, I guess.
Look, I don't know.
Uh,
Cannabis is weed.
Nah,
Okay.
She had it on her too. They ain't put it in her bag. She had
Okay, so she said Russia was mad at their Olympic athletes was disqualified from the Olympics for drugs, and they wanted to make an example out of Britney. I wouldn't be surprised if they put it in her bag. See, that's what I'm saying. For her to say she don't remember putting that in there, that's why I feel like she was set up. Like this might have been a whole
She
ploy.
said that? I didn't know she said
This might have been a whole ploy to get back the arms deal.
that man.
And this is when I feel like America, like Sleepy Joe should have been like, he should have stand 10 toes and like, yo, I'm not releasing them till both of them is out.
Damn. Damn, son.
Well, if it was me, it would have been totally different. It would have been a beautiful, beautiful deal. Beautiful. Unlike Brittany. But still, the deal would have been beautiful. I know, low blow. You know, I like to hit him where in there. Woohoo! That's what I like to do. Anyway, I think that we don't leave a man behind. No, I would have got the Marines, Army, Navy, everybody. Just like on January 6th, when I told him to go and I'd be there with him. Same thing, I'd have been there with him. It would have been beautiful, beautiful deal. I loved it. We could see her play basketball. Just shut up and dribble.
Good job.
Thank you, Mr. Orange Man. I mean, Mr. Trump. Thank you.
Agent Orange. You ladies have a nice day. It was a beautiful, beautiful time meeting all of you. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm down with the blacks, especially the ladies.
I bet you I know. Anywho, thank you, Mr. Trump.
They say the blacks are the sweetest people. You know what I mean?
I cannot. I cannot. Ooh, child. All right, let's move on to TJ Holmes, baby. TJ Holmes and ABC. Good morning, America. So,
Mm.
Man, how this story has evolved.
how, listen. So, following reports that TJ Holmes had an affair with multiple women at ABC, the GMA3 host is now under investigation. TJ Holmes had at least one other alleged affair with a staffer, in addition to his relationship with co host Amy Roback and producer Natasha Singh. Multiple sources claim that TJ Holmes had an affair with the mystery ABC staffer while still married to his wife. Sources say after this news was revealed, the network's human resource department decided to investigate his past to find out if he dated anyone else at the network. More importantly, if he dated someone who was his subordinate. Okay, so that is becoming a problem now. They're saying it's one thing to date another anchor, it's a totally different situation to date someone in a less senior role than him. So now they are digging, baby. They are digging. They are digging. I want to know, what are y'all's thoughts on that, what I just said, as well as the entire situation collectively? We are going to start with Jay.
Alrighty, everything working. No, I'm just playing. I'm not too familiar with TJ Holmes in this story, but based
Oh,
off of what you read, is he black or white? I don't even know who he
black.
is.
Biracial.
Okay. All
He
right.
looks biracial. Is he black or white?
He's mixed. He one of them light skinned
Yeah.
boys like you,
Let me
but
show
he
you
got
his.
light eyes, and
Mhm.
he wooing all the girls.
Let me
Yeah.
show you his pictures
Uh,
right.
uh,
And how old is he? Oh,
older
You
Michael
never seen him
Ealy.
on TV?
He's an older Michael Ealy type.
never seen him
You
before.
never seen
His
him.
ass is fine, y'all. I
He
don't care
is
what
Never
always
seen
been
nobody
all
say.
fine.
of them.
He got them nice dreamy
But
eyes, and
Jay,
he probably was talking
do
them
you know what
panties off.
happened? Do you
Damn,
know what
Anywho,
he 1 year older than me.
do you know what happened, Jay? The original, do you know the original story about what happened?
No, I
what
just
had
know that
happened?
he
Tell us what had
that he-
happened,
yeah,
Momo.
Okay,
A
so
little bit, Jay.
basically he had an affair with his co-anchor, Amy Roback. They're
that's her in
both
the picture.
Yeah,
That's
no
her in the
way.
picture. Now
Okay.
they're both married, but allegedly they both left their spouses back in August. But they've been having an affair, allegedly, an affair for the last few months. Now tabloids got a hold of it and photographed them around New York City. They had like a secret little cabin getaway weekend trip. So their whole shit got blown up. So at first, the network was like, okay, well, nothing was really violated. So it's
That-
within contract.
right.
So it's fine because they're both equals.
That's how I feel.
They're both anchors. But now, as we're learning more stuff, like I just read, he's had more than one affair with the staffer, and then now they're saying that the person was his subordinate. So
Mm.
it has snowballed from one scandal to now a bigger scandal.
I don't think this should be a scandal because he didn't do anything to the people. He wasn't doing anything perverted to them.
Like he didn't
Or
assault them or anything.
yeah, they were all mutual.
Uh-huh.
I've dated people that were my subordinate before. It's not like I said, if you don't date me, I'll fire you. If he was saying stuff like that, or saying, hey, you ain't giving me no play, I'm gonna dock you or do this or make your job harder and stuff, that's different.
So
But everybody,
you gonna fire me? You gonna make my job harder?
if you don't give me that chocolate,
So that's how you think
make,
it went?
you better melt that chocolate, girl. What? Make me feel
Oh
nice
man.
to work. No, I wouldn't do that.
No,
That
I
ain't my
just
type
look.
of person though. But some two people, be like that. And if that's what was happening, that's a problem. But they grown, They not like a teacher in college or something, and they was young. They both grown. People meet different stuff. One person I even helped to be on my level, be in management. You know what I mean? So it ain't all of that. They all grown. I think the only scandal is with him and his wife and they wives and
Oh,
stuff.
John, don't say Michael
That's the
Strahan is
problem.
next.
I mean, that's where I see is the problem is if they're significant others, but I don't think the job should be a problem. That's what they do. They still did the job.
But,
It
but you
wasn't.
know, ABC is a part of the Disney brand.
Yeah, true, but I mean, this shouldn't be anybody business. Like, I know it's a new world, and everybody got to know what everybody doing and screwing and stuff. But this shouldn't be news and business if he wasn't doing anything
Yeah,
inappropriate,
see that.
other than cheating on his wife. And cheating on the wife is bad, but it's not a crime.
Right.
Okay, but it was found out that he was having an affair with another producer.
Yep.
And then they are trying to figure out whether or not he's been slinging dick to anybody else so that they can make sure
Well,
the
what's
power
the problem?
dynamics. They want to figure out the power dynamics and make sure
Right.
that there's nobody underneath
That's
in
what
that type of situation where that could have been the case. So
I
now
get it, but if the producer, that's somebody above him, and then he's getting people below him, that means he slings ding-a-ling indiscriminately, and I honor that.
What you said, like he don't discriminate, you saying?
Right? He
So
don't
he just
discriminate.
getting his carrot wet anywhere he want. He dipping it in the
Hey,
vanilla, dipping
right?
it in the chocolate,
That's
just
right.
dipping that carrot and getting
Right.
it wet.
It didn't matter if you was below him or above him, as long as you was ready. That's all that mattered. And that,
He just dipping the carrot and getting it wet and just
right.
moving on to whoever and whomever.
Exactly.
sir.
Like if
No,
the
sir.
producer was giving him extra jobs or getting him more money as a raise,
No, here,
or
thanks for giving me a raise.
you know what I'm saying? Now that's a problem because if I was
Thanks
working
for giving
there,
me some more airtime.
you know what I mean? I've been busting my butt to get airtime. You got me covering a sausage fest. You can take that however you like, and I got you over here getting paid more, doing whatever, and getting paid and got all the good stuff. And here I am doing that. I would be mad.
Look, I'm gonna be devil's advocate. They just doing this to him because he a black man.
Exactly. Yep, they're trying to me too him as if these
Like,
grown women,
That's not devil
these
advocate.
45 years old,
That's
these
the norm.
women at least in their
He said
30s.
That's how everybody feels.
Yeah, like these women,
White men been doing that all
the time.
need to be able
Look
to
at
do
Trump talking about grab him by the.
That's how y'all
grab him
think.
by
But
the-
You know
Trump
what I'm
is
saying?
different. If this was another news anchor, they would have done the same thing.
I don't think it should
I
even
don't know
be
that other
done.
guy.
though, 'cause
Look
it's
how
no-
they got rid of him, and they was saying he was out of control.
Matt Lauer was locking
Matt
them in the room.
Lauer.
Hey,
Too
I
much
was
of
about
a
to say Matt
scandal.
Matt Lauer was out of control. He
He
was
was
just
out of control.
He was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, y'all want it? I'm gonna give it to you."
Boy,
You
lock the
Who
door with
wants
the
the
button.
sausage?
You lock the
This
door.
shit
I'm
was
gonna
not even-
just pull it out and show it to you.
Who want it? I got it.
I do feel weird about it. Like I feel like if it's two consenting adults, it should not matter.
Thank you.
I think it's the scandal of it all. But the headline said that the show has peaked
Of
because
course it has.
because of the scandal. So
Are they gonna bring him back?
like, I mean, you saying that it looks bad on the face of it, it doesn't really hold up when you look at ratings.
I bet you if they ratings drop, they gonna bring them two back. I bet you that.
If they drop,
Hey, ladies,
I
I
bet
gotta,
you if they look right now,
I gotta cut us
everybody's
outta here.
everybody's
gotta go.
running.
All right, JJ got his
Yeah.
live.
All right,
Yeah,
ladies.
Jay has to go.
I'll let
Thank you so
y'all.
much for joining. I appreciate you, dog. Take care.
No problem. Y'all take care.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Right now, because everybody's on it, they'll be on watch because they want to hear the network's reaction to the whole situation.
Yeah.
Now, once this dies down, if they ratings go down, they be like, "We've seen a significant decline since such and such left. We're gonna have to bring them back."
Yeah. It
I'm just
reminds
saying.
me of how the whole Wendy Williams thing and how Sherry Shepherd has taken over. And I think people are just like watching, just to be watching to see how it goes. And then
Mm.
it'll start to take a dip. And they're like, oh God, where's Wendy?
And
Where's Wendy
that's
Williams?
exactly what happened with Wendy Williams show. They was like, oh, she not coming back, and she trying to take her show, and she doing look, she
Yeah.
can't even
And
do
Wendy
hot, she
was
couldn't even do hot topics. So that's another discussion in itself because they shut that down. But I wish you was talking about her tonight. I didn't even think to bring that to you because you
I didn't
did
even.
ask
I
what
asked.
else what we want to talk about, but it like I was in the middle of doing something, so
Okay.
I was in the middle of editing, so when you sent the text, I wish I would have thought of it. But you know what?
Yeah, no,
Next
it's
week, I'll
okay.
do it.
But yeah, like you said, people like a big scandal does bring eyes to your.
Heck
But
yeah, they want to say, let me see if I see the
eyes that
chemistry
people
with
don't
this.
even really look like. I've never watched Good Morning America. I've never watched it.
Never.
Never. I ain't know these people.
Only thing
All
I
I
watch
know is when I
sometimes,
saw
only thing
TJ,
I
I
watch
said, "Oh,
sometime in the morning is, and only thing I was watching was Gail King with certain things. Like
Wow.
we be like,
only
oh
watch
shoot, she
clips."
gonna have this person on, and that's 8 something in the morning. I ain't
Yeah,
no
I mean,
morning person like that. And if I am, I'm up to go do something.
yeah. If
So they
I'll catch
host.
a clip if it makes the blogs. That's the only way
Why
I.
do you watch it when? So GMA3 is like another subset of Good Morning America
Yeah, that was the show that came on before Michael Strahan and Keke
and Keke
Palmer.
Palmer and all
So
that.
now, who
I
they
think
gonna put in his place?
I don't know.
They got some bald headed guy.
They
I
have
know I thought it was him
handsome
at first, and he
too.
shaved his head to have a different look. But then I said, "Oh no, that's some other
no.
No,
light
his
skinned
head was
dude."
cut all down.
Yeah, he
He had
got
a little,
he had like a
little
Caesar.
fatter face. Like
But
he was
when I
handsome
seen
though.
it, his face was kind of turned. I said, "Oh shoot, they brought him back, and he shaved his head."
Right, right.
And I said, "Oh
People
no,
thought
that's
that.
somebody
People
else."
thought
No, they
that.
have some white guy and some other lady holding their spot right now.
Oh well, maybe that guy was temporary.
Yeah.
I know it was
I
somebody
did.
on there today looking
He's been
like that
all through my
description.
timeline talking about this
Yeah,
next person. So I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I don't watch it. I don't watch it. I just watch what comes up in the blog.
Now, Moochie, what was the Wendy Williams thing you was talking about that you wanted to mention?
well, basically, you want me. Let me see if I could get it up. What's going on now? Her husband Kevin,
Oh.
or her ex-husband, he's claiming this is what he's saying. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is
Get
me.
a job. Get a job.
I can't pay my bills,
Get a
Yep.
job.
and
Don't even
Wendy
need to
hasn't
do
paid
all
me
that.
my money,
Spousal support.
and now the son,
Yeah.
he's claiming I'm being evicted from my little penthouse apartment in
I feel bad.
Miami.
Now I feel bad for the son because he's
No,
not.
I don't. I feel like he's in cahoots with the father,
No,
and
he's the
they're kind of
son.
finagling, trying to take that woman's money.
No.
That's why Wells Fargo shut that
Hold
joker down.
on. Y'all
He
gotta
was going
follow
Because
there
this.
he was the
taking
only one
money.
that had access, Moochie, right?
Y'all gotta
He
follow the
was
history.
that he had access to our money,
That's
and he was in cahoots with
that's
the
when all
father.
that Wells Fargo shit
That's
broke
why Wells
down.
Fargo shut it down. At first, we
The
was
son
thinking
had access to
they
the account.
shut her down because listen, he might be going. Listen, you know. Okay, y'all want
He's
to hear my
not in cahoots
real
with that
breakdown
dad.
of
He don't
it?
even like his dad. He don't even like his dad like that. He's team.
You
He's
saying
team
that,
his
but
mom.
they've been together. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I
No.
feel like he's in cahoots with the father.
Women. Men use women.
I
No,
feel like he's in cahoots.
he's always
Listen,
wrote for his mom though. He's always
okay, you got to look at it like this, Momo. Here is a kid, a kid that's been spoiled and privileged all his life. You pulled the rug out beneath him, and he don't even know how to earn a way to make a living. So who he gonna side with if the father get in his head and tell him, look, you gotta do this because we got bills and stuff to pay. You like that place you staying at, right? I know your mother ain't together, but you need to either go over there and tell her to write this thing. But he went to that bank and tried to withdraw money.
I bet you. I
That
know
was back, you know when that was back in, Momo? That was
that's
back in like June. And remember, she was going on air and she was talking about they're trying to steal my money, they're trying to control my money. Remember, she was doing all those little things on
children,
Instagram and stuff like that?
young adults and children are very easily manipulated.
Yeah, especially if a kid is
Your parents,
manipulating you
your
and the father.
I'm trying to understand how in this story, how is the child the bad guy? I'm trying to
I'm not
understand.
saying he's the bad guy.
Oh,
Nobody say he's the
I'm
bad
saying
guy.
that he had
You
access to
got you got a
Wendy's
kid that's
account,
torn between
and
both parents.
he had access to Wendy's account, and that's how the account ended up with the funny business getting shut down.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, you see him in Atlanta. He got his own little TV station, and they doing little shows in the local area. You live there, you should know what you see this little show he got.
I have
I
not.
ain't saying
Girl,
he a
he got
bad
his
guy.
channel and everything. You know why? Because I'll be following his channel, so I'll be following his Instagram, so I know all of that.
Their
So I'll
mind
be in the
is so messed
cut
up.
looking. I don't need no comments. I just look
Oh,
and mind my business.
you gotta send it to me then. That's news to me. That
All you
part.
gotta do is follow him. He be on there doing lives and everything, Kevin, Mr. Hunter.
Oh, the yeah, the husband or the
Yeah,
ex-husband.
not the kid. I don't
Yeah,
look. To me, people's kids is off limits like that. But him, I feel like he's. I don't blame. I don't blame little. I don't blame him. He's in a rock and a hard place. He loved both of
yeah.
his parents,
Right.
and you don't know what type of attention he wasn't getting from his father because he was messing with this broad. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. So now maybe he's getting more attention from his dad where he's gonna listen to him. I'm not saying this actually happened. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
allegedly.
It's
But I'm
possible.
just
It's
giving you
very
different
possible.
possibilities that would have happened where basically her account is shut down because she probably was coming in there or they was convincing her to take out large sums of money where it looked crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you notice
And
all
she's
that,
not and this woman
none
is
of that
not in
stuff
her
was
right frame of
happening.
mind.
None of that stuff was happening. None of this stuff happened until Wells Fargo shut down the account.
Yeah.
Then all of
Exactly.
a sudden, everybody is in dire straits. But when he was playing around and Wells Fargo was keeping a record and like, what the hell is going on? What is happening here? It's too much. It was causing red flags again. So
But they say she's in a conservatorship type situation right now.
That's what
right.
they gonna try to do to her like they did Brittany.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
They trying to do her in that situation like she not in her right frame of mind. She's got
Well, she's not.
the way they say it, they trying to say she has early stages of dementia. So
She,
basically, she's not
she,
in her right frame of mind. Who knows? I
she
don't
got
think her
problems.
son was the power of attorney though. They didn't do everything the right way. If they would have went and did that, they probably wouldn't be having these problems.
Right.
Wendy is definitely not all the way there. So some of this to me is legit and needed, but to what extent I don't know.
Yeah,
But
but
Now I wouldn't cut off the son, but I would definitely, if I have a clause in the spousal support and say if
yeah,
I'm not working no more, that you cannot take out alimony can be
uh-huh.
terminated, nigga, it's gonna be terminated. Get your ass up and you take care of your own child with your other family that you made with
Yeah.
another woman. That's what the hell.
yeah, he bought a house. He bought a house with her money. I talked about this before on Lamont's channel. He bought a house with her money
Yep.
for this boy, a couple of blocks away
And
from her.
begging. And then begging still after you
Begging.
done got divorced, and then you got the marriage clause, and then you still begging, and you see how her health is declining.
Yes.
Like, what is wrong with you? When are you going to get a clue to get up and take care of your own family? Niggas just be lazy, man. I'm trying to tell you.
He got one thing niggas gonna have is some damn nerve and audacity.
Audacity.
That's for sure.
I just with this whole situation, I feel like I hate to say it, but the last person she bothered was somebody was a person that's a nice soul. You don't bother them, and shortly after that, her situation took a turn for it. It was even worse than what it is. And once she said something about Tabitha, was it Tabitha Brown?
Yep.
Once she said something about that, it was like her her situation got worse. You don't bother nobody like that. That lady don't bother nobody. And you
Mm.
went on your show and you basically, because she decided to give her husband, tell
Oh,
her husband he could retire. You
oh
gonna say this is a
yeah.
bad idea because of your results?
I do
Nah, man.
remember that.
Yeah, see, people quickly forget. You can't throw stones when your house is made of glass.
Mm.
And she was throwing stones, and somebody threw them stones right back, and the windows is broken.
I mean, that was her job. If
Look,
you're
it's her job. No, Nita, it's her job. But you don't sit here and tell somebody like you wouldn't do that, and just like. Look, you see what happened with my situation. I was like that. Everybody's situation ain't the same.
I get it, but it to me it was still her job to she's an entertainment commentator. Like it's
I
her.
know she's an entertainment
I
commentator,
mean,
but it's
she
ways
said
that you
things that
report that.
stung. She did say things, and sometimes in a
Oh
mean
yeah,
spirited way.
Yeah, like you basically calling her
Things that
stupid because she
stung.
want to support her husband. Her husband ain't your husband. Her husband wasn't doing what your husband doing. Every man
Right.
ain't the same.
Right.
right.
And I was
And
looking.
if he was a police officer that was risking his life, and I'm making all this money, yeah, I'm gonna tell him to retire. I know this is off the subject, but I'm just saying Wendy's dealing with her karma, just like what Inga said. Thank you, boo.
That's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think that.
It is. It is. I hate to say it because look, I was there for it from the 90s watching Wendy when she was blowing up Bad Boy and they came down to the radio station and all
Whoop
that.
that ass.
But everything has, karma comes for you. And she look, I know it's the news, but sometimes her delivery with stuff was crazy.
Oh yeah, she definitely. Oh, for don't get it twisted. Yes, I loved Wendy, but she had her moments where I was not feeling her. There was moments where she said
Definitely.
that made me
I
want to
think
push.
everybody's gonna have those type of moments, and
Yeah,
Right.
and I wouldn't put that. I wouldn't say that against me or you. Don't think that you're above board. Like everybody
yeah,
says things that will offend other people.
yeah,
So let's not just say it's like just Wendy. Like all of us giving commentary can offend other people.
yeah,
So I mean, it just depends. It just depends.
yeah.
But like I said, I feel like it was her job, and that's what she was doing. And to get the ratings, Charlemagne does it. Everybody does it. The Drink Champs does it.
Yeah.
Joe Budden does it. Everybody does that. But do you see anybody talking about, oh, that's their karma? No, only just Wendy. That's just
Yeah.
Wendy.
No, well, look, check this out. Joe Biden got his for a minute. Remember, they had that little scandal
I
with
ain't see
him.
nobody pointing the finger to him and talking about, oh, he
Look,
got his.
look, with him and the dog. Yo, what y'all know about that?
I remember the dog.
Him and the dog. The dog.
Once
But
he
like I said,
he love his look. He love his dog.
people don't even bring that up.
Allegedly.
Like the whole thing is that like even with the thing with Brittany Griner, she is like people are mad that she's free, but then y'all sitting up there wearing t-shirts that say free.
Somebody from jail. I know what you're saying.
You know
I'm
he
not.
did it. But it's just a difference, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to point out the difference, and that's just I don't know. That's just what I'm hearing.
But
Yeah.
I said I'm not mad that she's free. I'm just worried about the ramifications of it.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy she's free. Don't get me wrong. But like
Y'all
I'm
remember
worried
what
about
happened with ASAP Rocky when he went over there in Germany?
Yeah, but it did
all that free ASAP, and they got camera footage of him beating this man down and assaulting this man, and then and then we're sitting up here talking about some oil in a tube, and she in a Russian prison being tortured or whatever is going on.
No, she was at a prison work camp, yo, and I watched something. I watched a segment or something where they was talking about how bad those jails could be.
Oh yeah,
So
she was working
the
like.
question is, did they cut her hair?
She cut her
Because
hair.
her hair is cut.
Well, she said she cut it.
Usually people, okay, so let me give you the breakdown with that. Usually when people cut their locks, that's a new beginning anyway.
No,
yeah. It
She was
is.
doing it out
Yeah,
of
hold
protection.
on.
She was
She
doing it
cut
out of
it
protection.
because the Russian prison was so cold. So basically, after she would take a shower, right, it would be so cold in there. Her hair was starting to like
Freeze.
almost like freeze.
Hmm.
So that's why she cut it. She decided, and this she did this like 2 weeks ago. She cut it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but locks,
Yeah.
when you cut your locks, I'm just saying that because um from a fellow from a loctician that I know,
Mm-hmm.
they said that's usually a new beginning when you cut that, because that's, you don't want to continue to bring that energy.
Yeah.
So they do that because of that too. But they did also say, when they was describing the jails, they was saying how it's a work camp.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of stuff that mess with people mental, where it turn people against them and have people mad at other people.
Yeah.
And they said they send them outside to work sometime without their coats. They make them take cold showers, so that's probably why her hair was freezing like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also say they are getting that sort of treatment because of her, where people will resent her.
Wow.
Where they'll probably was like, if it wasn't for this American, you would not be getting this treatment.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
So,
right.
sad.
I'm just
We can
saying.
move
It's
on
sad.
to the last topic of the evening is
All
Tory
right.
Lanez. Okay, so I switched it up from what I sent y'all, but I'm gonna read it. It ain't really too much. So Tory Lanez shares a cryptic last tweet amid his trial for allegedly shooting, Megan the Stallion. So the rapper took to Twitter on Wednesday to share a cryptic tweet, which comes just as his trial begins for the alleged shooting of Megan the Stallion. So this is what Tory Lanez tweeted, y'all, his dramatic ass. I'm going to leave this here one more time and watch how it ages. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall be condemned. You sit and watch now, and don't ever question the God that I serve. This is my last tweet. Child, they went in on his ass. Everybody went in talking about he's guilty and why you bringing God up and all this stuff. And so, as y'all know, he's accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot while the two were together in the Hollywood Hills on July 12th, 2020. He was initially charged with 2 counts of assault with the semi automatic weapon and carrying a loaded, unregistered weapon inside a moving vehicle. So, basically, the trial is about to begin, you guys. We're about to be hearing about Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion all over again. We're about to hear about this shit every week, and I'm not ready for it. What are your thoughts on what may come from this? Do you guys think that we're going to see justice served? Do you guys think that he's going to get in trouble for this? What do y'all think on basically the whole situation? Because listen, we've been following this since 2020. It's about to be 2023. So I know I'm sick of it, but I definitely, for me, my stance is, let me tell y'all my stance before I hand it over. He did it. Something happened. Whether you want to say he intended to shoot her, or he was trying to scare her, or he was trying to threaten her, a bullet let out. She got injured. There was blood on the scene. She was injured. There's examinations to prove it. Let's stop bullshitting and try to pretend like nothing happened. You sent a text the next day or 2 days later apologizing. Like, the writings are on the wall. Like, I'm so sick of people acting like as if nothing happened. Like, obviously something happened, and it sucks that the person that's injured has to sit here and fight off so many naysayers, people saying that she's lying, just dogging her out. And it's like, why do we always come for the victim? We always come for the victim. We always question the victim, especially when it's a Black woman. Like, I just don't understand. Like, clearly something effing happened. I didn't just shoot myself in the effing foot. I'm not bleeding and hopping and skipping for no damn reason. Nigga, you had a gun on you. What you talking about? Anyway, and the thing is, This girl still was trying to protect this black man. In the beginning, she didn't say shit. She didn't say shit. It wasn't until he was antagonizing her and then he put shit in songs and write songs about her and do all this stuff. She probably would have left this shit alone had he never brought this shit to social media. I want it on record. He was the first one to bring all this to the surface and bring it on social media. For y'all that don't remember, because this did happen 2 years ago or whatever, but that's my rant. I'm so sick of the situation and I hope justice gets served. I'm gonna let you go first, Moochie.
I got mixed feelings about this, y'all.
Okay, I
You
welcome,
know why I got mixed feelings about it? Because can I give y'all both sides of how I feel about both sides?
sure.
I feel like, okay, he left that little prayer thing and all of that other stuff. And you know how people, when they freaking know that their life might change forever, you know you're going to pray to God.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with this whole situation, Megan, she, remember she went on the live after he kept basically taunting her,
Uh-huh.
right? She went on there. She said what she said, but we don't know why her and her friend ain't speaking no more. Cause remember they was saying she was with him before all of that
Yeah,
quarantine radio
they
stuff.
was fighting over some D. They was fighting.
Yeah, they was fighting over some tea. So he's trying to say that the girl, probably, like he didn't do it, but it was somebody else that did it. But it's like it seemed like how you like. Y'all both liars. I don't know who to believe. And I'm not saying that they both liars, but it's just like now I'm to the point like I want to see how everything unfolds.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he act like he got an ace in the hole, and then we find out about this cop where they talk about his stuff. He's not a credible cop. He's like on some Mark Furman ish.
Yeah.
So they saying he like botched the investigation. So I want to know. Yes, it is typical behavior. But I'm just saying, I just want to see how this goes.
Well, with that situation, okay. This is when it gets tricky with the LAPD officer, right? They're no longer gonna have him testify because now his own personal shit is coming out. Him being, I think, abusive or domestic violence or some type of.
Yeah, so he over there whooping his wife behind.
Right.
Or his partner, or whatever the case may be, because they be having domestic issues too.
But it's like, what if he did his job right? Is it right for them to throw out his testimony?
We don't know if he did his job right, though, do we?
We don't, but what if he did?
Everybody lying in this to me. I feel like everybody telling half truths.
Half truth. I can believe that. Yeah, everybody's telling half truth.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
I'm gonna leave it at
because,
that.
like I said, a lot of times when people tell the story, they always leave out the part that they did.
And you know what?
They always leave out.
Look, it's always been my friend used to say this years ago.
Start at the beginning.
There's 3 sides to a story.
Yep.
My side, your side, and the truth.
And the truth. Mm-hmm.
So we don't know the truth.
With me, I always just say start at the beginning of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Start at the
and now they talk about bringing Kendall Jenner in.
Usually y'all talking about a reaction.
Kylie, okay, I know it was one of them girls.
Mm-hmm.
And the other person, and now they done bought 4. He got 4 charges now, y'all. So what's going on with all of this?
He just got off of house arrest for punching August Alsina. So
and then he got that case.
Right. And so
we don't know what's going to happen with that because he already pressed charges.
We already know a pattern of behavior.
Yeah, he's a violent person. And then you got the nerve to have on some LA Dodgers hat with devil horns and you done punch this dude with your short ass.
He got that little man syndrome.
Yeah, he got the Napoleon complex.
Napoleon. Yeah.
Napoleon complex. Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Well, we shall see. Well, you guys, that's it. That is all she wrote. I want to thank every
episode.
everybody for
Yeah.
tuning in on this Friday night. I am so thankful for all of you showing your love and support.
And send Momo some hearts. Or
Yeah.
give her a cash app. And
Well, the cash app
More
right up
cash
there,
app.
Mo to the
True, I forgot to put my thing at the bottom this whole time.
Mo to the.
Mo,
Check your cash app. You might have got some support.
y'all bless the sister, honey. Bless the sister because she needs it. If y'all only knew.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Thank you to my lovely panel for joining me tonight. I appreciate y'all. Y'all's commentary was A1. Y'all's energy was A1. I appreciate y'all so much. I rock with y'all. Y'all rock with me. It's nothing but love. We support each other. And I thank you guys so much for everything. And until next time, you guys, we will catch y'all later. Bye.